Welcome to the Norman News, week of November 6th. I'm Mason Lieb, anchoring with Rachel Gilbert.
Thanks, Mason. Stay tuned for news on peer tutoring.
As well as news on the election.
I'm Eric Ross. Stay huddled around your TVs. Time for sports news.
I'm Grace Manzo. Stay tuned for what's hot in Hollywood with this week's movie club.
Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. The BHHS Performing Arts Department, in partner with Michael J. LeBeau, is sure to pull off yet another spectacular show in Noises Off by Michael Frayn. This will be the second of 3 seasonal plays the department hopes to put on. Directed by theater teacher Brad Vincent and Annie Terry, this comedy will knock your socks off. The big days will be November 10th to November 12th at 7:30 each night. Ticket prices are $5 off for students with ASB, $10 for students without it, $15 for adults, and $20 for VIP seating. Tickets can be purchased at shopbhhs.com. And now to Rachel with new ways to help your peers and earn some community service.
Thanks, Mason. Hungry to learn? Peer tutoring at lunch is now available. Come to room 292 Career Center across from the library. They have an incredible staff of talented peer tutors eager to help each and every one of you. Contact Cindy Dubin at cdubin@bhusd.org if you have any questions. Lunch tutoring will be available most weeks through Monday through Thursday. After school tutoring will start Monday, November 10th, so stay tuned for those details. And now to Mason with this week's City Watch.
Thanks, Rachel. California's 33rd district seat for congressman was up for re-election. The 2 senators running to replace the 30-year congressman Henry Waxman were Ted Lieu, a Democrat, and Elon Carr, a Republican. The polls opened at 7 a.m. Pacific time, and citizens voted at 33 different precincts across the city. Voting closed at 8 p.m. when the ballots were sent to Norwalk to be counted and announced later on that night. Lieu will be our new congressman, winning 58% of the votes in the district. And now to Grace with one of this week's Halloween contest runner-ups.
Hello, and welcome to the week of November 4th interview. I'm Grace Manzo, and today I'm going to interview Camelia Sayani about the Halloween costume contest that was last week and her entry. So, Camelia, please tell us what your costume was.
So I chose to be Juno McGuff from the movie Juno, and my friend David Unessi was Polly Bleecker. And so the movie is basically about a girl who gets knocked up in high school, and she's just going through her high school year with a pregnant baby. So,
wow.
Yeah.
It's cool that you did that because people usually do costumes for movies, but not like just a regular girl like that.
Yeah.
Like a princess or something.
I was supposed to be a Greek goddess with my friends, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I want to be Juno.
That's very unique.
Yeah.
So, why did you join the contest with your friend?
Well, I was like, I got pregnant, so I might as well just...
What Juno did, right?
Yeah.
Your character, yeah.
I put a pregnant thing in my stomach, so I'm just going to do the contest, so...
That was
Yeah.
good. How did you put your costume together?
So I chose this costume last minute, and I told
Yeah.
my friend David, and he was down to do it. So both of us went to like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, Nordstrom Rack, all of these places to go find the just simple clothing that the characters are wearing in the movie. So yeah, it took like an hour, and we just put it together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this the most unique costume you think you've done in your life?
Oh yeah, definitely. All the other years I've been like Minnie Mouse or yeah, like a fairy. I don't even remember. Yeah, very common. I want it to be unique this year, so.
So if you win, what would you do with the gift card? It's like a $25
gift card. I think I would just split it with David, and maybe both of us will just go out to lunch together because there's really nothing else we could do.
Oh, that's sweet to take him out for being in the...
Yeah, also for like doing this with me because I know most guys probably wouldn't do that. It's kind of, it's weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to ask you rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
You answer them as fast as you possibly can, okay?
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. So dream car.
Maserati.
Are you a vegetarian?
I want to be.
You want to?
I don't eat red meat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Farsi, English, and I can speak Spanish, but mostly understand.
Got
Yeah.
it. What's the best country in the world?
Israel.
Israel.
Yeah.
Are you adventurous?
Yes.
So you would like jump off a cliff?
Oh, yes.
You would skydive?
Yes.
Skydive like right now at this age?
Yes. I'm 18. I could do it legally. Yeah.
We should go together.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
let's go.
Thank you, Camelia.
Thank you.
Thanks for the interview, and thanks for watching. And now back to the desk.
Thanks, Grace. Want to step into the holiday spirit in a healthy way? Well, you can by beginning to start with everyone's fall favorite food, pumpkin. Pumpkin, native to North America and part of the squash family, is a versatile yet sweet and savory secret ingredient that can be made into any holiday treat or meal. Pumpkins offer many benefits. They are high in potassium, fiber, and calcium. They boost your eyesight and they revitalize your immune system. Instead of eating a piece of pumpkin pie this Thanksgiving, try incorporating pumpkin into your pancakes, smoothies, oatmeal, cereal, and sauces. One of my all-time favorites to make is a pumpkin pie protein smoothie. All you need are frozen bananas, milk, protein powder, cinnamon, and some ice. So this month, do your body a favor by adding pumpkin to your everyday foods. From one orange-like thing to another, now to Eli and Eric with sports.
Eric Ross right here, Eli Cohen right there. How you doing, Eli?
I'm good. It's been a crazy week in the NFL.
Yeah, great weekend for QBs. Big Ben put on a show, and the Brady Manning Bowl.
Speaking of Brady and Manning, two future Hall of Famers clashed for the 16th time. Brady outshined and took away his 11th victory against Manning.
Yeah, and on the other hand, Big Ben threw for 6 touchdowns. Again, 6 touchdowns this weekend, 6 touchdowns last weekend. That's a record-breaking 12, if I'm doing my math right, Eli.
I think you are. And then on a side note, Adrian Peterson might be coming back after the Vikings bye after reaching a plea deal in his case. Speaking of comebacks, here you have a story on Norman football.
Thanks, Eli. The Normans marched all the way to Santa Monica to do battle with the Vikings. Unfortunately, the Vikings protected their home field and Beverly was forced to retreat. Samuel put up 41 points and held the orange and black to nothing, Beverly's third time being shut out on the year. Despite the loss to our crosstown rival, the Normans made things happen. Quarterback Jake Wilkin played very well, throwing for 50 yards. When asked who his favorite target was, he stated, "My tight end Solomon. He is a big target in the middle of the field and always manages to get open." Wilkin clearly looked for his number one often, completing 4 straight passes to his tight end on one drive, including a 4th down conversion. The Normans hope to erase this loss as they host Culver City on Friday night. Now let's bump it to Eli with news on girls volleyball.
Thanks, Eric. The last 2 weeks of October were a major failure in attempts to bump up their rankings. The team had 3 league games and were set to participate in mini tournaments. They came away with a W in only 1 league game. The first game for the girls volleyball was a home game against El Segundo, as the team narrowly lost by a 2-3 set score. After losing to Culver City in a friendly tournament, the team headed to Lawndale, hoping to improve their head-to-head record to 2-0 on the year. The varsity team took their first set and never looked back as they swept their opponents 3-0. The league matches in October ended with a loss to Santa Monica, and November started the same way, a loss to Brentwood in a non-league game. With a league record of 2-5, good luck if you make CIF playoffs, which start November 12th. Now let's dish it back to Eric for the opening of the NBA.
Thanks, Eli. The association has returned. The season tipped off on October 28th, and even though we are only 1 week in, some trends are developing. The Cleveland Cavaliers super team has not looked so super after all. In LeBron's return to Cleveland, the Cavs lost to the Knicks 95-90, and in their second game, they traveled to Chicago, where they narrowly escaped defeat behind King James's 36 points. In regard to the MVP race, it's time to make some bold predictions. Thus far, the league's best player appears to be the big man out in New Orleans. Anthony Davis is averaging 28 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 blocks. Not so far behind is Stephen Curry. This splash bro has been putting up 25 points, 7 boards, and 7 assists per game. Yes, it's still early, and of course, LeBron, Chris Paul, and don't forget about Kevin Durant, who is sidelined for the first month, will all compete for this award as well. Locally, our Lakers and Clippers always make headlines. However, they have both been doing so for different reasons. The Lakers are off to a miserable 0-4 start, losing their 7th overall pick Julius Randle for the year. On the bright side, Kobe has looked like Kobe, putting up 25 points per game. On the other hand, Lob City has been squeaking out victory after victory with 3 wins under double digits. Buckle your seatbelts, basketball fans. It looks like we are in for a wild ride. And now to Grace to see what tricks or treats the celebs had up their sleeves on Halloween.
Thanks, Eric. Hollywood definitely goes all out when it comes to Halloween. These crazy celeb costumes reach all sides of the spectrum, from sexy to funny to scary to downright wrong. Victoria's Secret model Alessandra Ambrosio dressed as a sexy snow leopard clad in a silver velvet two-piece and horrifying white eye contacts. Katy Perry takes home the award for the most creative and funny as she showed up to Kate Hudson's annual Halloween bash as a life-size hot Cheeto. Tiger was a terrifying in a gory Chucky costume alongside his date Kylie Jenner, who went as his bride. Finally, the award for What Were You Thinking costume goes to none other than Nicki Minaj, who posted a picture on Instagram as a cop wearing nothing but light fabric over her chest. Really, Nicki? Well, Hollywood definitely brought is this spooky season, and I am already excited for what to come for next year. Now let's take it back to 1989 with news on Taylor Swift.
Thanks, Grace. Taylor Swift's going back to 1989 with her new hit album. Released this past Thursday, October 27th, Miss Swift takes pop music to a new level, introducing her audience to her wildest dreams. These songs stir less towards her endless romances, but yet to show the world that she can shake off the countless press rumors and focus on her friends and her career. Her 1989 single from August, Shake It Off, reached number 1 on the top 40 chart during its first week. According to PopCrush.com, Swift spent 2 years in New York giving her inspiration to write the album. In a live stream, she confirmed that, quote, 2 years give you enough time to grow and change and to, change your priorities. Change where you live, change your hair, change what you believe in, change who you hang out with, what's influencing you, what's inspiring you. And in the process of all those changes in the last 2 years, my music's changed. Other songs bring you out of the woods to show off Taylor's new style. And now Grace is going to tell you about a big hero who can definitely save the day.
Thanks, Rachel. Whoever said nerds couldn't save the world? The movie Big Hero 6 is an action-packed story of a young robotics prodigy, Hiro Hamada, who hardens his brilliance. When the town of San Francisco is faced with crisis as a villain threatens to take over, Hiro decides to step up to the plate with his very own robot and friend, Baymax. Hiro becomes a high-tech hero who helps to save his town from demolition. This film is made to be the creators of the very popular films Frozen and Wreck-It Ralph, and is projected to be a very massive hit. I can't wait to see how Hiro and Baymax come together to save San Francisco. Now please sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie trailer.
This is the first test of my robotics project. Stop. The 7th test.
This is Tadashi, my older brother.
33rd test. Wait, stop. This is the 84th test.
Hello, I am Baymax.
It worked! Oh, this is amazing!
He wanted to help a lot of people. People keep saying Tadashi's not really gone, as long as we remember him.
Hello, I am Baymax. Tadashi programmed me to heal the sick and injured. You will be alright. There. I would like to help. Scan complete. You are experiencing mood swings. Diagnosis, puberty.
Whoa, what?
It's like spooning a warm marshmallow.
Reports are flooding in about a major catastrophe.
We're under attack from a supervillain, people!
Come on, go, 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 go!
I am not fast.
Yeah, no kidding!
So a man in a kabuki mask attacked you and Balloon Man.
We gotta catch him.
We can't go against that guy. We're nerds.
Trust me, I know about robotics. We can be way more.
Anybody else's suit riding up on him?
Come on! Kick it down! Just punch it! No!
Why is Baymax wearing carbon fiber underpants?
This may undermine my non-threatening huggable design.
He's glorious.
On top of the world! On top of it all! Trying to feel invincible!
If I wasn't terrified of heights, I'd probably love this. But I'm terrified of heights, so I don't love it.
What's wrong with you?
Low battery. Harry, baby.
On top of it all! Baymax! Trying to feel invincible! Yeah!
That was amazing!
You gave me a heart attack!
Clear.
Stop, stop, stop! It's just an expression! What do you say, buddy?
Whee!
Okay, let's get you back in your luggage.
What's on the other side?
Truth.
Can I go back to where I came from?
There is no such thing as the place that you came from.
So, Grace, what do you think of that movie trailer?
Well, I think I'm going to see it because I love Disney movies. I love Wreck-It Ralph. I love the creators. I just want to be a supporter of what I like. So, I'm probably going to go check it out.
And isn't that robot the most adorable thing
Oh,
that you've ever
Baymax?
seen? Yes.
No, he's really cute. The creators of Disney, they really know how to draw the robot.
Definitely. They've done good animation too with Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, which I've seen.
Oh, and Frozen was a big hit.
Yes. Hopefully this Big Hero 6 will become a big hit too. And now to Vivian with World News.
Thanks, Rachel. A mayor's run seems to be officially over. Mexican mayor by the name of Jose Luis Abarca has been taken into custody for being characterized as a probable mastermind in the mass abduction of 43 students. His wife, Maria de los Angeles Pineda, has also been arrested. However, it's not clear how much closer the arrest get authorities to finding the 43 students. The victims were mostly men in their 20s studying to become teachers at a college in rural Ayotzinapa. On September 26, they traveled on buses and vans to nearby Iguala for a protest. In response, the mayor had sent an order to stop the demonstration, and the students were never to be seen from that day. Let's see if there will be any updates this upcoming week. Now to Davis with news on major stores rejecting new technology.
Thanks, Vivian. Apple CEO Tim Cook said Apple's new mobile payment system had over 1 million activations in the first 3 days after it became available and is now more widely used than any competing payment system. But not for long. Some large U.S. retailers are refusing to use Apple's Apple Pay, such as CVS, Rite Aid, and more. These companies say they were working instead on developing their own payment system called Currency through the Merchants Customer Exchange, Cursium. MasterCard criticized the move by CVS and Rite Aid, saying it would limit the options of consumers. When it's time for a user to check out, they request to pay with Currency. The consumer then unlocks their phone, opens the Currency app, opens the code scanner, and scans the QR code shown on the cashier's screen. There will be more to come on the drama between Apple Pay and Currency as it releases early next year.
While Apple Pay is coming to a rest, school buses are progressing in speed.
Thanks, Davis. Kids no longer have an excuse to be late in class anymore with this jet-powered bus, which breathes fire and rockets to speeds of 367 miles per hour. Though students will never be allowed to ride in the yellow bus, the monstrous machine is fitted with a 42,000 horsepower fighter jet engine. This can push to a quarter of a mile in just a matter of seconds. But that's not all. The exhaust shoots out 80 feet of flames. Paul Stender custom built the lightning fast bus with the help of his sports entertainment company, Indie Boys Inc. team. From fast cars to fast service, here's Justin with a restaurant review.
Thanks, Michelle. If you're looking for authentic yet healthy Chinese food, I have got the place for you. Shein is located in the heart of Beverly Hills and has amazing Chinese food. The sauces tend to be light, which makes the food all the better, and I highly recommend the Chinese chicken salad to share. For your main entree, you should most definitely check out the delicious orange chicken, but if you want to branch out of your normal taste buds, the duck is excellent and highly recommended. The black peppercorn chicken is also a must-try, which is great to go with the wonton soup, but you really can't go wrong with anything on the menu at Shein. Everything is excellent, and it is a must-try this weekend. From bomb foods to bomber jackets, here's Grace with this week's fashion report.
Show off that body you got the damn flow so hot. You working that, you talking that,
Justin, winter is a little bit more than a month away, and with all the holidays, we have to make sure to keep warm. Scarves work for men and women, but what is the right kind of jacket that will keep you warm? I recommend bomber jackets. Bomber jackets have the right amount of warmth and come in different styles. Girls can get the jacket with a puff or a lot of puff or with a different design such as cheetah, polka dots fur, or fake fur on the hoodie. I personally like the solid black bomber with fur on the hoodie. Forever 21 carries these jackets for a great price. And now to Charlotte with the ASB report.
Hi, I'm Charlotte D'Alessio, and we're here with this week's ASB interview with senior Paige Dubelko. So what's your position in ASB?
I'm the ASB Vice President, which means I handle all things with clubs.
Oh, okay. And why did you join ASB?
I really like being involved in the school, knowing what's going on, and I think it's a really great way to know how the school works and know what events are coming up.
Did anyone inspire you to join ASB, or like anything inspire you to join it?
No, I was a part of middle school ASB or student government, and I really enjoyed it, so I just joined here.
So if you could change anything or alter anything about ASB, what would you change?
I think we have a lot of great events, but what I enjoy most is the creation of new events. So this year we had our first talent show, which went really great, and I'm really excited whenever new events are created. So.
And what position besides your own would you like to have?
Besides my own, Justin Friedman, who is our ASB treasurer, has a really cool job because he handles all the finances and passing money, so it's a really cool position.
And then what events are you most excited for in the future?
Well, our winter formal is coming up December 18th, and we're all working through the planning, the location, DJ, everything, so that should be really good.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to switch to rapid fire, which is just 5 random questions. So what were you for Halloween?
I was a little girl emoji.
That's fun. Who's your Woman Crush Wednesday?
Woman Crush Wednesday, Jennifer Lawrence.
Everyone says I'm her twin. I get that so much, yeah. What's your zodiac sign?
Pisces.
If you could get a tattoo, what would it be and where would it be?
No tattoo. But I think if I had to get a tattoo, maybe like right here.
Like would you get a word or something?
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't want a tattoo ever. No. And who's your favorite teacher?
Well, while I do love all of my Beverly teachers,
good answer.
Miss Jovicic is really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me this week for the ASB interview. And now back to the desk.
Thanks, Charlotte. Have you ever wanted to save the environment? Do you throw out those empty ink and toner cartridges? Do you want to help out alumni? Well, now you can. Save the environment by bringing in your used empty ink and toner cartridges. So, stop by House A to drop them off. All cartridges will be reused, and the funds raised will go to a Beverly alum's college tuition. Help save the outdoors so you can participate in outdoor activities such as lacrosse clinics. And now to Mason with news on a lacrosse clinic.
Thanks, Rachel. Coach Kobe is holding 2 Saturday lacrosse clinics for any boys who wish to learn the basic skills of lacrosse. The clinics will be held on the upper practice field from 10 a.m. to noon on Saturday, November 1st, and also Saturday, November 8th. Students must complete an athletic department waiver form in order to participate. The forms can be obtained from Coach Kobe in room S304, House A, House B, or House C, the athletic office, or the training office. Wear appropriate clothing and shoes. Bring water and a lacrosse stick if you have one. Please RSVP to Coach Kobe so he knows how many to expect. His email address is kkobe@bhusd.org. Now to Ashley to fall into November's first weather report.
Hello, I'm Ashley Griffin with this week's weekly weather forecast. Today's high is 86 degrees with a low of 60 degrees, and it's going to be sunny all week and the week after that. And November is going to be an overall sunny month. But finally, we were having a cool down in the month of November. We waited all October and we waited all of summer for this to finally get here, the cold winter weather. Friday's going to be 84 degrees. Saturday's going to be 84 degrees again. Then it's going to finally start cooling down on Sunday, 79 degrees. Then Monday, it's going to be 73 degrees, cooling down into the 70s. And then we have a few clouds, but overall it's going to be sunny and finally cooling down into the mid-70s. And now, back to the desk.
Hi, Davis Freeman here in Miss Frucci's room. Today we will be interviewing Miss Frucci on her highlight experience of teaching. So, Miss Frucci, what class do you teach?
I teach U.S. History and AP U.S. History.
What was your first teaching job?
My first job was teaching 8th grade in Glendale, U.S. History.
If you couldn't teach, what would you do?
I'd probably still be working at Disneyland, hopefully in training or another management position.
What was your most memorable teaching experience?
Most memorable, I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I think I just appreciate any time students turn in their work and acknowledge that they got it and it made sense and that I helped.
What was your best teaching moment?
I can't think of anything specific.
Similar, yeah.
But yeah, I like when my regular kids participate in my Model UN conference too. That's always good to see them come do something outside of class.
And who's your favorite student?
You are.
Thank you. You've heard it here first. I'm Davis Freeman. This is Ms. Frucci. Now back to the desk.
That's all we have for you.
See you next time.
That's all the news for this week.
Stay tuned next week for more Norman news.